Hello, everyone. I'm going to do this live stream today with my son, Oliver. He has a very special book. Show them the book. He's going to read this in just a moment. It is called The Worst Birthday Ever. And he is going to be reading this on air to help get the word out about their readathon. And I also just need to take a moment and make this stream public. So if you want to hear a really cool story read by a really cool, how old are you now? 11-year-old. Stay tuned for just a moment. Let me just make this public. This is Oliver, by the way. He just celebrated his 11th birthday on October 29th, last couple days ago, right? Not too long ago. All right. So Oliver, tell us about, or you tell me, what would you like to talk about first?
The readathon.
The readathon? Okay, so you ready for me to bring up the slide? Okay, so here is the readathon. All right.
What is the readathon? The readathon is a competition for the school where every team has a winner, and the winner gets something. Winners get a $50 gift card of your choice. You can also help by donating. The 6 people with the most donations will win a prize, and the money goes to the school to get more books for the library, more paper and ink for the printers, to pay the employees for the food at lunch, safety, and instruments, music supplies. The competition ends next Friday. This Friday. I have a goal for my reading. It is more than 1,000 minutes. My goal for donations is $300, and I will raise the goal if we reach it. Thank you for your help, and stay tuned for more info.
Okay, so that is Oliver's little thing about the readathon, and I thought a cool way to kick it off is he has this wonderful story he wrote all about his birthday last year when we had a water main break. So now, before he tells you the story, let me show you. This is a picture of the water main break the day after it happened when the water was finally turned off. And then this is Max and Oliver in total surprise and dismay as this whole event unfolded right the day before Oliver's birthday. And Oliver's, well, you'll hear in the story about how it impacted Oliver. So go ahead and why don't you read your story?
The worst birthday ever. There's only 2 pictures, so this is that's the last picture. Good night, I called downstairs as my family response. Good night. On a dark night on October 28th, 2022, around 10 p.m., I was in bed, excited for the next day because it was my birthday. I was guessing that they would let me choose a restaurant to drive to because we do this every year. When I was about to fall asleep on my cozy bed, when my brother made me jump from a loud boom. It was my brother named Max. He barged into my room and said, "Our driveway is full of water." I yelled, "What do you mean?" as he ran down the stairs. I rushed out of my bed and ran downstairs after him and looked, and in amazement I said, "Oh my gosh." A little less than a quarter of the driveway was full of water. There were police, and the car lights were so bright that they were telling other people that they were trying to get by, that they couldn't come through, or there could be a sinkhole. The water smelled so earthy, and it was shiny from the glint of the moon. About 30 minutes later, our driveway was halfway full of water because there was water coming out from our neighbor's driveway, but there was a hill going onto our driveway. So all the water went onto our driveway. And then the most unthinkable thing happened. The water was calming down. When I went back outside after 5 minutes, there was a huge eruption of water from the ground in front of our house. After that, there were firefighters walking around our front yard, and they saw me and my dad and Max. They said a pipe broke under the road, so we called the water company. They said they would have have to check it out first before turning off the water. After they told us what happened, I told them, it's my birthday tomorrow. And they said, happy early birthday. The police and firefighters left. About 20 minutes later, there was a van from the water company, and they drove right through the water. We thought they were done because the van must have been heavy and that could have caused the floor to collapse. And that was why the police were directing other cars away. Luckily, it didn't collapse.
Hmm.
The next morning, the water was still there, and they turned it off at 10 a.m. So that meant it was going on for 12 hours. But we were still able to have cake and open presents. We couldn't go anywhere because of the water. On my birthday, we had cake, and that tasted fruity. Close to 2:35 p.m., they started to do construction on where it happened. They started digging a hole around 5 p.m. And they found a huge pipe and found out that the pipe had a 12-inch hole on the side of it. The next day, a replacement came, but they put it in the hole and they turned back on the water and filled in the pit. But they still needed cement, so they left for one day. When they came back, they put cement in the main space of the hole. On Halloween, and it looked so smooth, but it didn't dry quickly, and it took 2 more days to dry. The day after Halloween was a Tuesday, and I was going back to school after the weekend. I was supposed to go across the street, but we never got a call to do that, so I missed the bus. My bus driver luckily worked at the schools as well, so I told her what happened. She told me where I was supposed to go, and the next day I went to the right spot and had a good day. On that Tuesday, everything was back to normal. This was an important story because I now know that your birthday can be fun without going anywhere.
Very
And
good.
that is everything.
Thank you so much for reading that. If you have any questions about the story, you can go ahead and put them in the comments. I see Ernie joined us and said hello while you were reading. And this is all to kick off his readathon at the school, which is a fundraiser to buy books for the libraries and all the different things that he did in his PowerPoint. And if you'd like to contribute, there is a link in the description of this video. And then here is just Max and Oliver one more time being very surprised over all the water and emergency vehicles. And this is the next day after the aftermath and everything getting closed. So any final words, Oliver?
Thanks.
All right. Thank you all for watching. And if you didn't catch the whole thing, go ahead and catch the replay once it is rendered on Facebook. Bye, guys.